Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting video here at K.L.P Entertainment. Now, we are live in my kitchen. We're slowing things down a bit. Um, Today I kind of wanted to, of course, not only cook a meal in front of the camera for you guys, but I just want to have some real conversations today. Um, I'm good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm okay. Today was a great day overall. I just kind of, hence by the title, I kind of just wanted to invite you guys to my home and to just have a real live conversation for you guys. Like I do say, we are live here in my kitchen. We're getting ready to cook some very, very good food. I'm doing a Mexican kind of chipotle bowl. So I'm doing like chicken, rice, beans, and onions and peppers. Um, so I'm gonna get started with the chicken. Let me get my oil. This stuff I love cooking with. So I kind of wanted to, of course, invite you guys. I'm gonna cook and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm cooking and stuff. But I kind of just wanted to just have like a good conversation for you guys. I like to be honest with everyone. And again, I'm okay. It's just I got to thinking today. So many of you guys know I am in summer school right now for GGC, and I'm working towards graduating, of course, in December of 2020 this fall. That's the wrong thing. I need actually, yeah, that's bad. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about certain things that that's been across my mind lately. Summer school this time around during the quarantine and COVID-19 has been a little bit harder for me because I'm dealing with work and I'm dealing with um, other stuff that's going around, in the world. So, um, and I just wanted to talk some real shit for you guys, honestly, because this is just me being real. I like to be real on my channel. I don't like to be. I mean, sometimes I'm doing my shows and my podcast stuff, but sometimes I like to slow it down and to do kind of like a vlog style of things. I'm starting to get back into the role of that because a lot of handful of you guys been missing my vlogs that I used to do. Um, my life hasn't been. I mean, my life's been very interesting, but it just hasn't been that interesting to vlog every day. Most YouTubers they like to vlog every single day, and my life is not that exciting to do every single day of vlogs. I don't. Some days I don't have things going on. Um, so here's by the title of the video. This summertime is a little bit more difficult. I would say I'm having some troubles with two out of four of classes that I'm taking. I'm technically taking 3 full classes, and then I do have an internship. One class I'm taking right now, advertisement with Dr. Answervitz. He's pretty good. I really like him. I have an A in his class right now because I really like his style. I really like his idea of teaching. He really wants us to get it, and he is a very good professor that teaches within my concentration, which is marketing. Um, he got his profession in his business and business marketing, so he done a lot of advertisement. He actually owned his own advertisement agency at one point. He also worked with AT&T. So with his classes with him, he really shows real world experiences, and that's one thing I like about certain professors who show their actual experience. So he's more of an experimental type of professor, and that's one thing I really do like. His grading point, which I'll get to that in a second in other classes, but his grading point is really awesome too because his work is based off projects, and I enjoy doing projects because I'm learning from projects rather than just sitting down taking an exam. So, um, so they started at GGC a new thing where they have the lockdown browser, which they've been had that for a while, and they started this thing having a webcam. You have to have a webcam when you take your exams. So, I just took my exam in quantitative analysis, y'all, and I am a very smart man, and I study and I do my thing. But when it comes to quantitative analysis, I suck ass in that class. Like I suck. Now, granted, and what I'm about to say, this is me. I like to be real on the channel. I'll tell you guys how it is. Um, so I'm senior. This is actually my second time taking quantitative analysis because I took it before, I want to say, a couple of semesters ago in the springtime, I want to say. I came up short. I ended up getting a 69 in the quantitative analysis class that I had before. And I was mad because some professors, they like to curve it a little bit. They help you out when you really try and you just come up short by one measly point. I'm not gonna name any professors yet because I'm still in the school, of course. So I ain't gonna be disrespectful like that. But best believe that I'm calling professors out when I graduate. That's gonna be part of the Grizzly Talk podcast, farewell podcast, is when I'm fully graduated. And then I'm calling professors out. I don't care because I'll be graduated. So, that's just what I'm gonna do. So the professor had before, she could have gave me a 70, but she did not. So a 69 could have turned into a measly 70 if she had a heart to do that, but she didn't. So it's okay. I get it. It's whatever. So I'm taking quantitative analysis again for the summertime, and I'm struggling again. Ladies and gentlemen, quantitative analysis is very hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it on this video. I'm not going to tell you that, every class is easy, because it is not. About to put in my chicken now. Now, this is pre made chicken from Tyson. Normally, I could do like chicken, like raw chicken, and do it all that, but I'm doing fajita bowl, so you don't want to do a freshly made chicken if you're doing a fajita bowl necessarily. You can, but for the sake of the video and sake of preparations of cooking, I found an alternative to just going out and buy chicken. You can buy Tyson grilled chicken and you just spruce it up and season it. So I'm struggling in quantitative analysis right now, and I thought about doing this video simply because I talked to my parents about it, both my mom and dad, about it, and because they had asked me. My mom had called me the other day and asked me, how's school going? And then I saw my daddy yesterday, and we went to a Thai place for Father's Day. So, again, he also asked me how school was going. And, 1 second, y'all. No edits. I like to be straight up. I like this original content that we're trying to do. So, he had asked me how school is going. And I tell him, it's great. I'm struggling, but I'm great. Now, I'm not saying I'm failing all my classes. Like I say, I'm taking advertisement now. I've got an A in the class right now. I'm not struggling in that class. Business internship is going great, so I'm not struggling necessarily there. Human resources, I'm not struggling. I'm very confident that I will get through with that class because I really like his exams. Even though his exams can get a little bit hard, I can study definitions easily versus doing math. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that, I don't know how to do math at all. That's not what I'm saying. But I keep it straight up. I'll shoot like straight up crap with you guys. I took remedial math when I first came to GGC. So it is what it is. And I'll say it again. I took remedial math starting year of GGC. That means it is the math you have to take by probationary. You have to take that math so you can advance on to other math sections. I haven't been a great math student. Probably never will. But I hate math. I do. I honestly, as you guys see it, and I'm the businessman, and I'm about, making money and all that, I really suck when it comes to math. So quantitative analysis is a very, very, very hard class to me because it involves a lot of math that I just don't get. I took remedial math, and my mind process is when there's numbers involved with math, I learn it for that day, and then next week I might forget about it. I've done that before where I've studied for a test, I even aced a math test, but then I forgot about it. Like, when I took remedial math in college, freshman year of college, I learned some of the stuff, but I probably would have to revise all of that all over again if I ever were to need to take that math. Now, I'm not saying that I'm just super out of it with math. Of course, I know your basic math. I know the basic algebra, of course. I know multiplication and all that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when it comes to very intensive math, I don't get it. And it sucks to say. I just don't get it. So the hints of the video, as I prepare my chicken, and I'll show you guys real quick. Here's the chicken. Ooh, hopefully you guys can see that. There is the chicken getting cooked up. I really do wish there were an alternative to a quantitative analysis class. Some people get it. Some people get quantitative analysis, and I say kudos to them. That's all I can say is kudos, because for the life of me, I can't get it. I think I'm starting to lose the motivation in the class. I wish college was at the point where we actually take classes that pertain to our degree. So as you guys don't know, I'm getting a degree in Bachelor's of Administration in the concentration business of marketing. So I will be honest with you guys. I do not use quantitative terms or terminology or concepts with all the jobs I have. Like when property management, I don't use that. In marketing with K.L.P. Entertainment and being the CEO of K.L.P. Entertainment, I don't use quantitative analysis to do all of that. I'm talking to you guys right now, and this is a video. I don't use quantitative analysis when I do it. So I just kind of wish that most schools say, hey, if you are in the business and you want to crunch some numbers, yeah, this course might be the course that you need to take. But for a marketing major, some people might disagree with me, but I just don't see it. I've took classes before where I thought, okay, yes, I'm gonna need that. So, for an example, I took business ethics. Okay, you might need that. I kind of ruffled through that class, but you need that. Again, relating back to one of my favorite professors, Dr. S. Ritz, I took promotions, research, marketing, and now I'm taking advertisement. This is my third time taking a class with him. All three of them classes, yes, I need that. That's part of the marketing skill. You're gonna need that class. HR, yeah, you might need that, because you're in the marketing with business, so you're gonna need that. Organizational behavior, I guess. When I took organizational behavior, my professor then, he was okay. I'm a little bit mad, and I'll say it. I ain't gonna say his name, but I'll say it because I don't care. I wrote a paper, and he thought I cheated. I never cheat on papers necessarily. I do use a tool to help me write it a little bit to make sure my definitions are good. Like if I don't know a word to something, I'm going to look it up first before putting it in the paper. I passed the course, of course. So I wasn't too worried about it after the fact, but he wrote the notes on there. He said that I cheated. So that's why he gave me, I never got a 47 on a paper before, but he gave me a 47 on a paper. And I'm like, what the hell is this? What did I do? I mean, I cited everything. I used a system called Galileo to research. And I'm just like, you're saying that I'm cheating, but I researched this stuff. So he accused me of cheating. And I say he accused me. He accused me of cheating. But I ended up making the class. I passed the class, so that doesn't faze me anymore. I don't even care. It's cool to talk about it on this video, but you gave me a passing score, so that's all that really matters. Going back to that, what I just said about making sure people pass, and honestly, I hate to say this because some people might be motivated to make straight A's. I have friends that are on Facebook and Instagram where when they show their in-semester grades, they have all A's. And it's great, It's a great feeling in the world. I had all A's before. And I'm not saying that I'm just a straight C student, because I made A's and B's in courses before too. I think as we get older, and I think that as we get more in depth to our degree and getting closer to graduating, we tend to lose that focus of trying to make straight A's. And that's the case with me. And that's also another term called senioritis. Ladies and gentlemen, I have senioritis very badly. It sucks to say, but I do. I have senioritis very badly because I am a senior, and most people, when they get their degree, they do it in 3 years. Some people do it in 4. I'm trying to do mine in 4. 2020 will be the 4th year, and so that's the end goal. I have accepted that if quantitative analysis doesn't go right, now it's still early. There's still some assignments. There's still some projects that I got to do for that class. So I'm very hopeful for C. But if things don't work out and somehow I'm behind, then it's not the end of the world necessarily. But relating back to my topic that I'm talking about now is, it doesn't matter if you make C's in college. And I'll come out and say it doesn't matter, because professors will line this up and tell you that, oh, you got to make sure you get a good grade in this course because you're going to need this for your career. Most careers don't care if you made a C in quantitative analysis, or if you made a C in organizational behavior, or if you made a B in public speaking, which I did make a B in public speaking course. I really enjoyed that class. Dr. Collin, he was awesome. Or if you took remedial math in college. Like, businesses don't care about that. Businesses care if you got that paper that says bachelor's degree in something or a master's degree in something. I don't know about a master's. Maybe not so much of a master's degree. Well, some master's program. If you make C's in your master's program, you're still getting your diploma. But I think as a doctorate degree, you can't really make C's. You got to make an A because that's a doctorate degree. So that I do get. Businesses don't care if you make C's in some of your courses in college. I've made a handful of C's at GGC right now, and I don't tell GGC students that, hey, make C's, you'll make it, but honestly, you will. And I'm pretty proud of my C's that I make because I worked really hard for it, versus failing the whole course. So, and I tell my friends that. I even told my advisor that. It's like, hey, I just need to get the hell up out of here. And I even told my quantitative analysis professor, I had asked him about, because the first test didn't go too good, and I had asked him about some questions about some of these weight averages, which I'll get to right now. Is I don't understand why certain classes require exams to be so heavy. The quantitative analysis exams now, in the class I'm taking now, weighs a lot. I honestly think exams should not weigh that much, because if you have test anxiety like I do, if you are not good at math like I am, and you're struggling on these exams, it's like a pass or fail, and I hate that, especially at GGC, because I've had my handful of professors where they have their exams weigh too much, and if you fail your exam, that's it, you're done. You need to either withdraw or you're going to fail, and you got to take it again. So I had a professor like that in econ, and sadly, I passed econ for the second go around, but I failed the econ when I first took it, and it was because of those exams. And he had homework that was worth about 1 point, no assignments, homework worth 1 point, and the exam work is worth the rest of the 99%. So, and I hate professors like that. I really do, because it's just it doesn't give us any form of cushion at all. So it sucks. So I had asked him about it. I asked him about some of the extra credit, because he is offering extra credit. And I asked him, because the first exam sucked, because I thought it was going to be definition. Now, I study definitions really, really well. I love definition exams because all you have to do is just memorize and study it. There was no definitions in exam 1 in quantitative analysis. It was all math. I was not prepared because I thought it was going to be definition, and Because if you take we have quizzes where all the quizzes have definitions. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be a definitions exam. So if I just write it down, if I study definitions, I should be good. Nope. Nope. It's like he's saying, haha, bitch. You know. So I asked him about it. It's like, hey, I was not prepared for this exam. I thought it was going to be definition because you said review the quizzes. So, that's what I did. So either you lied to us or you just tricked us, So, this professor, he announced that, he said, Kennedy, well, you just got to study harder, man. Now, granted, he said, yeah, you finished in the top 5 people who finished earlier than expected. So that's what he said in his email. I'm like, well, sir, you have this exam open and my webcam's on, so you're watching me. So I can't go back and try to figure out something because it's an exam. So I was not prepared because I thought it was going to be definition because you said study the study guide. So that's what I did. I studied for the definitions for quantitative analysis. That's what I thought was going to be on the test because you said review the quizzes. I wasn't expecting all these math questions. So that's what he says, hey, work harder. To me, that's like a professor saying, oh, shit. What you want me to do? Professors don't care about students. And that's the point I'm making right now. Some professors, I had to rephrase it because I said professors don't, but some professors do care about students. I've had a handful of professors that really wanted me to pass. Some professors don't care about their students. My knowledge and my thinking of it is some professors who are very mean or who don't help their students as much as they need, those are the professors that are just there to pick up a check. It's their job. They're working for it. We all work for something, right? You got those professors that go out of their way to help you out. And those are the professors I appreciate. So when they asked me to do a end of the course survey, because GGC offers that a lot, yeah, I would most definitely do those good professors' reviews because they deserve it. Because they're going out of their way and they really got me through. But then you got those handful of professors that you're getting crap from, and they want you to do a review. Like, why would I do a survey when you're not trying to help me? Where do I win? And professors nowadays, this happened last semester. Professors really pushing students to do surveys. And a student, and this was every class. Every class, a student had asked us, "Are you going to give us extra credit for the survey?" Oh, we're not required to do that. We can't do that because it's illegal. Well, why am I doing your survey? Why am I wasting my 10 minutes when I don't get anything out of it? Sucks, right? Sucks that it sounds selfish. Sounds off. By the way, the chicken's almost done. I'm about to toss my rice in there now. Cooked rice. Again, you can buy rice and you boil it, but for the sake of the video, I'm trying to do this kind of lesser. Woo! That, ladies and gentlemen, is saying it's like saying you have your eye too high. So let me turn that down. Yeah, when your grease pops crazy like that, you have your eye way too high. That's my bad. So, back to what I was making. And, I enjoyed this video, but that's the point I'm trying to make. And a lot of professors, not necessarily the school I'm going to or I'm at right now, this happens at a lot of universities and colleges, is that students want something. We want to be able to receive something if we're giving out something. That's the nature of it. Now, that's why I never do college surveys, at the end of the course surveys, and rate my professor, because I don't get anything out of it if you don't offer something. It sucks. It sucks for me to say, but it's true. And I'd rather be honest with you guys. So that's what professors do. They want, and again, no shade on professors and all over the world, because you work hard for it. But there's a statement that has to be had, and no one's talking about it. So professors want something for nothing. And if you want us to lie and say that, oh, you did awesome. Oh, you're awesome. You're so great at your job. Let me do a review. Don't worry about the extra credit. I don't want the extra credit. I'll just do it because I feel like being nice. Nah. I ain't with that. Now, granted, I've done surveys for my professors. I've done quite a few surveys. I only do surveys to the professors I believe deserve it. I've had a handful of professors where I've made my A's, my B's, and even my C's. I gave a professor a good survey for my C's because I felt like they tried to work with me. And just that little oomph. And that's the little oomph that I appreciate the most, because if a professor sees my assignments, and if I really just fucked it up, I fucked it up. And some professors, like, hey, they wouldn't tell me this, like, they never told me this in person, but I can sense it in their mind, like, Kennedy, you fucking up in this class right now. But I'm going to help you out, because I know you're very determined. Case in point, I messed up in classes before, and a lot of you guys think, a lot of people thought, yes, I did retire from resident assistant, and some people thought it was my decision. Yes, it was my decision, but to enable my decision to officially retire, I messed up in a course. I messed up so badly in a course where you have to have the right GPA to be qualified for an RA position. So I messed up in that one course, and the professor again had no remorse. I told him everything that was going on, because I was going through some stuff too. I literally, and this will be the last time I beg a professor for something, but I begged that professor because at a time before 2 years, well, this was about 4 years ago. Well, not 4 years ago. This was about 2.5 years ago. At the time, before this beautiful home that I'm in now, but before that, I had nowhere else to go. I had no money. I had no good job. I had no big job. I had nowhere to go. So I literally begged this professor, and I said, hey, is there any way, again, I was on the verge, I was on the edge there, of a C and a D. I said, hey, I'm an RA. This will mess it up. Is there a way I can do extra credit to kind of help boost me to at least a 70? That's all. I'm not, and I even told the professor, I'm not asking for A, I'm not asking for B. I'm begging for a C so I can keep my position. Professor said, all right. I was officially shit out of luck. I was out. Thus, since I was out, my GPA dropped Not significantly, but it dropped just a little bit to where it was below the GPA requirement. And I couldn't be an RA anymore. And that right there is how you do your chicken. So I'm gonna turn that off. So I got a rice cooking. A little cheat for you guys. I actually got my beans and my vegetables already made in here. Again, you can go to the store. I have onions in my refrigerator. I just wanted to do kind of a pre-cooked kind of meal today because I wanted to do this video. But this video would have been like 2 hours if I tried to prepare this meal not already pre-cooked. So it's a little cheap for you guys, but I'll show you as we talk about this great conversation. We have the chicken. That chicken's done. Uh-oh. You got your fajita rice mix. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm recording off one of my iPhones. My iPhone SE, because it can record up to about 4K. I don't upload in 4K because that's a lot of gigabytes, but back to the conversation though. You know, I couldn't be an RA anymore, and to that point I knew that I'm not begging for ever again. I'm not begging a professor to pass me or begging for some extra credit so I can get to the mark that I need to get at. Because certain professors, they do not care. They, again, like I mentioned before in the video, they're there for the check. They're there to do their job and only their job. Whatever is required within their job description. Sucks to say it like that, but that's how professors are. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some professors at GGC are like that. Not all. Definitely not all. But some professors are like that. Some professors are like that at Georgia State. I'm pretty sure some professors are like that at Georgia Southern and West Georgia. I'm just naming schools that my siblings went to. So I couldn't be an RA anymore. Of course, I moved out and I've started doing my own thing. So, and I mentioned a lot about having C's. And ladies and gentlemen, I will say this on record. C's, they get degrees. Most people don't like to hear it. I might add some fajita seasoning into this though. This stuff is good. This is like the Kroger brand fajita seasoning. I go to Kroger with majority of my groceries. Get a thing of this, y'all. If you're cooking some sort of fajita, like if you're doing a Chipotle fajita bowl, or if you're doing tacos, or if you're doing steak, fajita seasoning. That is the good stuff. I'm gonna mix that in with the bowl. Now I'm gonna bring my my mixed bowl over here because I don't want to move off camera from you guys. So I'm gonna turn that back on so that I can continue cooking. I'm gonna turn that one off. And the fajita bowl is just about done. I like my food to be extremely hot. I don't like my food being lukewarm or being kind of cold but kind of hot. And back to what I'm saying, you know, C's, they get degrees. Now, I don't, on record, I'm not going to sit here and say that slack off in college and just grades by, because I do encourage people to get good grades. That's what I'm trying to do. Do very, very good in college, because when you do very, very good in college, it shows a lot about your character. But what I am saying, for those of the students who are like me, who might have senioritis or who might be just over it and ready to get it done, I'm at that point now. I'm ready to walk across the stage and get it done because I'm tired. I'm tired of each day where if I'm off of work, I have to go to school, you know? Or if I'm off of work, I have to go home and study because I got an exam the next day. Or if I have to work, I have to take my schoolwork to work, and when I have a breather, I have to look at stuff. It's tiring, you know? And I think I'm ready to be at the level of having a degree and really pursuing what I intend on pursuing. Great businesses comes with marketing. I haven't forgot about film. film is very important to me too. Even though I may not be getting a film degree, which GGC does offer a film degree, which I am still mad that they offered it way too late. Because if they would have offered it in 2016, I probably would have changed my major. But it's too late. I never forgot about film. And speaking of which, you guys don't forget about Guardians this Friday. Coming out this Friday, y'all. Guardians is coming out this Friday. 26th, that's Friday, June 26th. That movie, I can't wait. It's going to be a world premiere at 12 p.m. We're still working about getting it on Facebook. I don't know about Facebook yet, so a lot of people was asking me about Facebook. I don't know about Facebook yet. I might just have to do a link to Facebook. The reason why I'm saying that because the movie is an hour and 2 minutes long, so I don't know if Facebook can upload that long. Sadly. If it can, it can, but I don't think so. But I haven't forgot about the goal of me pursuing in business. Like I do want to get into marketing. I think marketing is fun. That is what I am gifted in. As you guys see it, K.L.P Entertainment. That's a marketing strategy. There's a marketing part to it. Even though we are a marketing media agency, marketing tails ends with that a lot. So I haven't forgot about my goal. It's just the ridiculous classes that I'm taking that doesn't really particularly need it. Capstone, I'm gonna need that. That's the exit course when you leave college. You have to take Capstone. I get it. I get about operations management. I'm taking that next fall. I'm so excited for social media. There's a class at GGC called Social Media Marketing. I cannot wait. I can't wait to take that course. That's straight up my alley. That's what I do, y'all. So I'm excited about that one. All right, so we've got the fajita. Wow, looking at my timer, we got 36 of this video, y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's just straight talk. I like to do straight talk with you guys. This is the fajita bowl. That's the chicken. I'm gonna put the chicken inside this fajita mix bowl. It's not really a bowl. It's kind of a pan, but I'm gonna mix that together. And when I do that, I'm gonna continue talking. Then I'll show you guys the aftermath of it. Ooh, I do want to take a picture of this phone. Yo, I'm sad, y'all. I cracked my phone today. I did. I was at the gym. And I was trying to record. You guys know how I do my record videos, and I had dropped my phone, and my phone's cracked at the bottom. Let me show you. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you guys can see, I don't know if the camera picks it up well, but if you guys see it, then yeah, it's cracked. It's okay. My brother reminded me, hey, it's just a phone. You can get it replaced. It's not a big deal. I didn't want it to get it replaced so soon, but. So I'm gonna look into my service is AT&T, so I'm gonna look and see if I can get some sort of update or upgrade. Because I do everything on my phone. Back to what I was saying. Oh, this smells so good. Oh, my seasoner. Season. It's good. Back to what I was saying, though, I just cannot wait for those fall classes because Capstone is particularly exciting because it's the exit out of things. Social media marketing, I'm excited for because that's the thing. I can't wait to learn more about it. Those are the classes I'm excited for because those are the classes. And when I took promotions and advertisement, well, I'm taking advertisement now. I got excited when I signed up for advertisement because that's just what I do. Promotions course. I took a international marketing, which was okay. It was just my professor was kind of boring, but he was okay. I mean, I passed his course, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. But his course was just like okay. The most exciting about that course was I got certified for X culture, and I have it framed and it's in my office. So I'm proud of that. But it was just like okay. I'm bored. So, oh guys, this smells so good. Hopefully the camera picks it up really well. But yeah, that is the fajita mix. So it has tomatoes, beans, chicken, rice, peppers, onions, and that's pretty much it. That's in there. I know it's kind of a cheat, you know, you guys. I do cook, of course. You guys see my cooking videos. That's just for the sake of the video. I just wanted to do some pre-cooked or pre-prepared meals, so that way, for the sake of the video, because this would have took me 2 hours if I had to buy individual beans and onions and chicken. This would have took a minute, and I didn't want to bore you guys to death for 2 hours. But like I was saying before, college is one of those things where it's fun when you first start college to be a part and be a student. Like, I have no regrets. I enjoyed my freshman year because it was a new experience. Also, it was a kind of an escape due to other things that happened in my life. When it comes down to it, I've had some personal things come up in 2015, a lot of personal things to come up in 2015. So it was kind of an exit strategy for me. It was kind of a big relief, I would say. Freshman year was fun, and the courses I took, which the courses I took were bullshit. I will say that on record. Which, that sucks about college is that when you go to college, you have to take very unnecessary courses and waste your money on very, 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 very unnecessary courses that has nothing to do related to what you're trying to get into. But you have to take them. So I feel like I wasted a lot of money in freshman year. But as we get closer to me becoming a sophomore and I became a junior, I had more fun because I'm taking classes that might interest me in my degree. Now, before I became a marketing concentration, y'all, I was actually an international business student. First, I was undecided. Freshman year, I was undecided. And then, when it became sophomore and half of junior year, I became an international business student. I went through that list, and international business concentration you have to take a ton of classes. Like if you finish it in 4 years, that's kudos. But I looked at the list of classes that I had to take. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be done in 2020. This looks like 2022. So, and I kind of fell out with it. It just wasn't me. So, I looked into the marketing aspect of things, and I declared marketing. That's what I am now. Sadly, again, the CMAP major, cinematography majors, they happened in 2017, so it was too late for me to declare that. And my professors that I took film courses about, they asked me why am I not a film major. It's like, well, because they offered it too late, and I took loans to go to school, so I don't want to take out more loans to, so it wouldn't have not been wise. So I ended up declaring marketing as my major, and I don't regret it. I do wish that I didn't have to take quantitative analysis. That was the whole basis of this video. Believe it or not, it's not a roast. I mean, professors that don't care. I mean, professors that just don't, like, if you pass, you pass, you fail, you fail. Professors like that, they're like that, and they're just doing their job, and you can't really fault them for doing what is in their job description. It sucks to say it that way. It sucks to say that some professors out there that just don't. And I feel like my professor in quantitative analysis now, when I send him emails, he's just like, well, the hell you want me to do? Professors are like that. And it sucks, but that's why I always recommend, and I'll say this on record, I don't care if if GGC Provost is seeing this video. I don't disrespect it at all, but I will say this one thing on record. For everyone, please use ratemyprofessor.com. It is a very valuable tool to use. I recommend that, and I probably will say this on the Grizzly Talk podcast show, which we're planning. That's going to be a big show. The Farewell podcast is going to be a big show. I will spill the beans on that farewell show, and I'm going to advise students to definitely use ratemyprofessor.com. Most professors say, yeah, don't trust ratemyprofessor.com. That's a very reliable source. Professors are going to lie to you. Professors are going to say ratemyprofessor.com is not a reliable source. Professors are going to tell you that because they don't want you to read a bad review about them, because it's probably true. I will say this on this video: Rate My Professor is a very viable source. The reason why I'm saying that, because we as the students and customers, technically we're customers because we're paying for the service of higher education, and in return we get a degree. So technically it's a service. So you want to use an outside resource to provide better service for you. So I do recommend students use ratemyprofessor.com, so that way you can really read the review, so that way you don't invest your time and your money to a professor that may not be up to par of what you need. If GGC administrators are watching this video, I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. It's my opinion, it's my video. This is true. Use Rate My Professor. I've done it before to plan out my strategy, because if there's a bad review about a professor, why in the world would I take that professor and invest my hard-earned money in that professor if they have such a low score? It's just business. Alright, so this fajita bowl is done. It's business, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have to say. It is business. At the end of the day, going to college is an investment business. I work in property management, where we pride on our reviews. We have to make sure, my property management company has to make sure we keep up with great reviews, because people read reviews and people don't want to stay at our hotels if we have such bad reviews. They just don't. That's business. So it's kind of the same concept when it comes to students looking for professors, or looking to see who's the best professor. At the Farewell podcast, I know that's kind of sad to say. Taste test real quick. The fajita bowl. That's good. That's good. I will say this though. I pride on reviews. Even with K.L.P. Entertainment, we have reviewing, and I pride on those reviews because it is important. Element Magazine, when we upload our blog, or if we're uploading a new magazine for the month, I read those reviews because it's very important, because it shows me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what works, what doesn't work, and at the end of the day, it is business. So I will tell GC students, use Rate My Professor. If you're watching this video, and if you are a freshman or a sophomore, I ain't even gonna say junior and senior, because you probably should know about this. But if you are a freshman and sophomore, please use Rate My Professor as you go invest your money in more professors with the courses you need, because it's a review. It's free. Did I mention it's free? You don't pay for that. It's free. And this is why. That's why that site gets paid a lot, because it's a reliable source. I think it's a reliable source, because when you don't use that, you're blindsided, and you're going to invest in a professor that may not be up to part of what you need, and then you're struggling, and then you're failing the classes, then you got to take the class over with a different professor. And speaking of that, because I don't want this video being too long, but, and I will also say this on record. Never take, if you fail a course, and I will say this because right now I failed 2 courses before, and I am retaking those courses. Now, Econ I failed way back when, but I retook and I passed it, so that's done. Quantitative analysis is second. Of course, obviously I'm taking it this summer because I failed it that one semester. By 1 point, really. Thanks. Never take a professor, if you took a course with a professor and you failed the course with that professor, no matter what it is, whether it was your fault or was it for the professor's fault, And honestly, I'll say this on record too. Professors can be at fault. Students, don't be afraid to call professors out when they're at fault. I've done that before. That one professor didn't particularly like me after that, and it's cool, but like, you gotta call professors out. If they know they're wrong, call them out. Because we're paying for it. We're paying you essentially. Not trying to sound tough ass, not to sound like a dick, but we're paying you for it. So I'm gonna call you out if that's wrong, you know. So, professors can be at fault. If the professor's at fault and you end up failing the classes, you know, it's tough. Again, you can try to talk with your professor with respect. I'm not saying disrespect your professors now, but some professors just say, "Okay, well, ain't shit else I can do." I've had professors like that too, where I tried talking to professors about certain things. They just say, "Oh, well, you know, ain't shit else I can do. What they got to do with me?" So, my point is, never retake the same professor. Now, if you, again, like I mentioned, if you failed the course, if it was your fault or the professor's fault, and you have to retake the course again, never take that same professor. Why duplicate the same result that you've had in the past? Why duplicate it? Simple lemonade, $1 at Kroger. I recommend it. So that's the key thing. Never take the same professor. I do not advise taking that same professor. If you failed the course, you failed it, you take it again, but with a different professor, because you might have a different result. That's my philosophy. That's what I pride on. I've done that in my college career. I've never took the same professor. Now, I did take the same professor, but with different courses. So, I already got a fork out. The one of the classes that I didn't. This is a class that I particularly failed, but I don't want to say I failed because I found out later that it didn't count with my course, so I didn't need it. So, it's efficient because I didn't need it. But she was a very sweet lady. It was business management course. It turns out I didn't need it, so it didn't count. And I took, no, that wasn't it. It was another business course. I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of that one business course, but I didn't need that course, but then I took business management. That's the course I needed. I took that last summer of 2019. I took a break from school in 2018. So I ended up taking her for the summertime. So I passed her course, that course. So if it's a professor that's the same, but is teaching a different course, there's some leeway with that. I say go for it. But never, if you fail a course from a professor and you retake the course, never take that same professor. Switch it out because you might have a different result. Every professor has their different way of teaching things. Every professor has their different way of grading scale. I like those professors who offer a lot of work assignments so it can balance out a little bit. Most professors don't. They just rely on the exams as your score. I think that's a little bit unfair, but by those professors who are like that, they say, well, you know, that's just what I gotta do. What I'm getting paid for. So, sucks, but professors are like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I know this is about an hour. I just was really thinking about today. And yes, that exam I took today in quant, I failed miserably. I'm never afraid to announce or tell people I failed at something because I try not to feel fear failure. There's been things that I failed at, you know. And I'm not going to say that I'm proud of failing. I wasn't proud of failing, but I'm never afraid to fail because I failed before. I failed courses before. And I failed courses before and I had to retake them again. So, I'll be honest, and if GGC provosts or GGC administrators are watching this, I will say this on record. I hate quantitative analysis. I wish it wasn't a course that we had to take. Um, for us marketing people, I would say. Now, if you're into IT, maybe I can see that happening, but for marketing majors, I don't think quantitative analysis should be part of the curriculum, um, especially for people who have done poorly in that course before, or people who took remedial math like I did. I think there's not really an imbalance there. I think if it's required, they should have an alternative to it for people who just do not need, people who need a dumbed down version of it, like I do. And I'm not saying that I'm dumb because I'm very smart, but I need a dumbed down version of quantitative analysis because I don't get it. I don't I don't get the whole null hypothesis thing. I just don't get it. Sample size, I get it a little bit. I like the sample. I like doing samples when it comes to marketing and research. When it comes to, okay, for an example, real quick, last semester I took marketing research for a marketing class and I had to go out and find my sample. And that sample was easy because it's just surveying. That's the kind of sampling I like doing. I don't like crunching numbers and math equations and formulas. I don't like that. Even though I know how to do it, I know some of the equations, I just, like, I might be off by one number, you know, and if you're off by one number, you're wrong, you know, and it's just, that's the kind of courses I don't like. I know I'm just a voice. I know that it's not going to get changed. I know quantitative analysis is going to be available for GGC forever, you know, but I feel if it's going to be hard, don't assume that every student knows how to do it. Don't assume that every student made an A plus in stats or statistics. You know, I didn't. You know, it sucks. I wish I did, but I didn't. I didn't make A's in algebra. I made, except for that one time, I made B's in algebra back in high school, but that was back in high school. That was years ago. I took remedial math starting in freshman year, 2015 in GGC. So you can't assume that every student remembers how to do math. And I hate it when professors say, this is basic math. And it's not. I hate it when professors do that. They say, it's basic math. You should get this. No, I do not. It's not basic. I took the exam today and I felt like I had to be a scientist to do some of this stuff because it's not basic to me. I don't get it. I just don't. It sucks, but I don't. Some of the courses I've took, yes, I get it. Promotions, yes. Made an A in that class because I got it. Marketing research, got an A because I got it. What else? What else classes? Econ, I made a B. I started to understand it. Just, you know, that's just how it is. So I'm going to eat this food, y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this food. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe and hit that bell notification and comment below. If you like these kind of videos, let me know because I might do more of these videos later on in the future. So stay tuned later this week, y'all. We got some stuff coming up, some shows coming out. And of course, Guardians is coming out this Friday. I cannot wait for that film to come out so you guys can see it. The first evolution of the new wave of films here at K.L.P. Entertainment. So I'm going to eat this food. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Stay swanky.